If I had to describe Andrew Jones in 3 words, um, I'd probably say peace, love, and then the third one I think I'd say Wisconsin.
As I look back, I watch him board the plane. A voice inside.
I've been friends with Andrew Jones for almost 4 years now. He's the type of dude you always want around. He laughs at everything you say, which makes you feel good, but can also add substance to conversation. Me and Andrew went to high school together, played on the same teams, hung out, played video games, and graduated. But me and Andrew didn't always start off as friends. We actually started off hating each other.
So I first met Andrew Jones in Miss Lauka's third period AP Human Geography class in 9th grade. And we were one of few boys in the class, and I remember him being pretty close with most of the girls who I had assumed they went to middle school together. But I quickly found that he was very averse to following directions in Miss Lauka's class, always needing a reminder to engage in class. I remember specifically her asking him to open his notebook one time and him just declining. And I remember thinking that was crazy. He always would wear these skinny jeans and a Champion sweatshirt. And he'd always have these earbuds, these Beats earbuds that would wrap around his ear. I kind of instantly wrote him off as someone who I didn't really want to even engage with or talk to. I viewed him in a bad way from the beginning. I always wondered why he had those friends in that class, because he didn't look very approachable to me. And I wondered how they got along or what they even talked about. One day I remember a friend coming up to me and telling me a story about him and in their Spanish class with Miss Blasey, where he was being a little off task in class, and I think the teacher called on him and asked him a question and he didn't know, or he just refused to answer. And another student, she called him out, told him to knock it off or something. And my friend told me that Andrew stands up and yells, "Shut the up," and walked out of class. Apparently later he had to talk to my dad about the incident, which I didn't know about until much later. After hearing this, I stayed clear of Andrew. I definitely didn't want to talk to him anymore. And allegedly, Andrew also overheard me talking to classmates about how I didn't like him very much, so he didn't like me much either. To this day, it kind of confuses me how the Andrew I know now has morphed so much from the Andrew that I hated so much from freshman year. Reflecting back on it, I think that this may have been a pivotal moment in Andrew's life. After that, he got rid of his potty mouth and was engaged in class, and I often wonder if without this outburst, he wouldn't have had the motivation to make some lifestyle changes. I think this also shows Andrew's deep commitment to things. Me and Andrew have had the longest Snapchat streak out of anyone. Andrew had a streak of his own and often went to the gym.
Slightly before March 2020, through mutual friends, I heard Andrew being talked about more, but I still didn't get what people saw in him. One of the first times I truly talked to Andrew was with Ian at a football game, where the whole conversation Andrew was dancing.
Yeah. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah. Bump. Bump, 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 bump.
Them hits don't make no sense.
Sit back, around like pressure.
At first, I thought it was very abnormal, but this new first impression grew on me. Pretty soon, I was added to a group chat with him, where we would coordinate to play on the PlayStation together, and I started to interact with him more. We started to get closer, and I then saw why people liked him so much. One of the things I used to look forward to during COVID was every Friday morning he would sing a Friday song. Unfortunately, the archives did not have any audio of this, but luckily, the hard workers of the group chat, and covered a snippet of the Friday song.
Mahogany banana, it's fried banana. Mahogany banana, it's fried banana.
Andrew was undeniably amazing at video games, specifically Fortnite. Andrew was a remarkable Fortnite player who was, quite frankly, probably too good to be even playing with us.
He's just chilling in all our builds, not hitting one shot.
Oh my god. Look at this trash play. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Ian said, "Who's the last?"
I thought I was about to duck.
Because of this, there were many attempts to even the playing field, such as switching Andrew's controls or prohibiting him from using certain weapons.
That's
Literally,
like
I'm standing in the open. You have 10 seconds to kill me with an SMG.
Take off
We're going regular
FPS.
Take out
Or
your
120 FPS.
Okay, I'll take off 120.
literally disable yourself.
But no strategy was as good as just flat out shaming him for how good he was, which put him in an interesting position where he had to bring his skill level down a notch to compete with us in an attempt to get us to stop complaining. But then on the other side, when we would end up beating him, he would get relentless bullying and people saying that he sucked, he's trash, and that we're now better than him. And he always took that with a great attitude.
Yeah.
gosh.
I bet.
Andrew, you're being Ian in basketball.
How?
Some nice loot.
You are, bro.
Shooting me down while I'm in the air. That's so
But
dumb.
Andrew's trying as hard as he can right now.
AJ,
You're
I
right,
do that.
I have hope. I believe in you.
Andrew, you'd never hit that ever. So. You just embarrassed yourself by taking that. You're so bad. But what drop much?
ARing from this far?
How did you not see that person? You're so bad. There's a guy right next to you on your left, Andrew.
Taylor's literally camping. You're lying. Taylor's dead. Dude, I could have my weapons for the first half of that match. That's okay. I got Taylor's shield off because I was hiding and sneaking up, and then flipping Andrew just destroyed him in there. Dude, that's so cringe and sus, bro. I hate that so much. Adrian, there's someone behind you.
I know.
Not that, like in front of you.
It's Declan.
Like that, yeah, that way.
You're so fun to play with. Oh my
Dude,
god.
I actually
We're
hate
both
Andrew.
sniping at each other. What do you mean?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to just move. Let me move.
I don't think I want to play anymore. I quit.
Dude, this is way worse than last summer playing against Andrew. This is way worse. Like I'm not even hitting a shot against Andrew.
Yeah, I can't even hit shots at all.
Shoot him!
Dude, it's just not even fun.
Bro,
Oh, Andrew, you're so fun to play with.
what do you mean?
Andrew,
Andrew was also a very fast learner, specifically with NBA 2K20, where he went from practically no knowledge of basketball at all to becoming my apprentice as one of the best shooters in Tacoma, having many clutch moments and many big shots.
So I haven't seen that in so many days
Shoot.
until today. Today. Me?
Yes.
your guy.
No,
What?
it's
No, it
not.
was Andrew.
It's just not my guy.
Yeah, but he literally made. Oh my.
1, 2, 3. Bro,
Ah.
such a garbage shot. Oh, crossover.
Oh my god. It's stuck.
I could have pulled that.
Alright.
She was scared.
Shoot that blame. That's off.
That's like
That's
yellow,
not all.
bro. That's yellow.
27%.
That was that should have been yellow.
Go,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
Dory,
What are you doing?
Dory,
What are you doing? I'm trying! Why did I take so much dribble?
Andrew, I love you.
I don't know what happened. I tried to. I don't know why. You did that.
but they're also triple teaming you when you manage.
I know, I tried to pass too. I don't know why I went up. It took so long to
I love you, Andrew.
Looking back at all these clips, the dates are all from around May or June of 2020, a time that was very uncertain, very boring, sad, lonely. I remember feeling very empty and lost at this time. But all the memories rushing back are very positive and joyful memories that I have of these times, when every single night we would play together. Our high school experience at this time was robbed from us. Our whole life experience was robbed from us. We had no way of seeing friends face to face, so the only way that we could was through video games. And Andrew understood the importance of consistency and showing up. He played every night. He was always wanting to play with us. And when we played every night, it wasn't that we were addicted or that we were lazy, avoiding schoolwork. If that was the case, we would have played alone. But every single night, we played together, and we had each other during these times. It was the only thing that I really looked forward to, was laughing with my friends and playing something that could kind of take us to a different place, transport us to it was an escape from life at the moment.
Moonlight on the river, saying my goodbyes.
Looking back at these memories, I actually hold them very close to my heart, and they are very special to me. And Andrew plays a role in every single one.
Andrew was just willing to do things. He played every video game with us and helped us out with those. And he would play every sport with us, even basketball, which he wasn't very, very good at.
You sure you want to stand there?
Can we get some commentary, Dorian?
Go. Make it take it. No, make it take it. Yes. Yes, make it take it.
Sleep with our back turned. We supposed to vacate till our backs.
And he always showed up to those too. He always came to Washington. He would come to my house. He'd go to Furcrest. He was always ready to play, which I really appreciated. He also used to come to my house, even though it might have been lame to social distance or wear our masks while we were even outside in my backyard. And he always had a good attitude about it too.
Wear your mask.
He showed up to Unified meetings and played tennis his junior and senior year. He did Mr. Silas, winning Most Talent with Andrew Ho, and even worked at Mission Thrift, where he'd often give us free shirts or first dibs on clothes. Again, it sometimes confused me why he did the things he did. Some of his behaviors were a mystery to me, such as playing a whole tennis season in Yeezys, or requesting to follow my dad on Instagram, who was our principal. And when my dad eventually declined the request after letting it pend for a couple months, he requested again. Other things coming to mind are when he told me his brother's name was actually Brother, and he said it so sincerely that I just assumed that he was telling me the truth. Until months later, when he finally bothered to tell me that that was a lie. He just let it sit for a while. Similarly, one time I had asked what his dad's name was, and he responded Marvin. And me being hearing impaired, I asked, Harvey? And he just laughed and brushed it off. Never bothered to correct me. I just kept calling his dad Harvey, and to this day, people still call his dad Harvey because of that one time when he just didn't think it was worth it, maybe, to tell me, to correct me. Another thing that comes to mind is Andrew paying thousands of dollars to get everyone PlayStation 5s in the group. He would wait in queues, and he had his notifications on for Twitter so that he'd always get the latest information on PlayStations. And he used his mom's credit card to pay for our PlayStations, and of course we'd pay him back. But it genuinely amazed me how nice it was for him to do that and for his mom to do that. And it almost confused me. It almost seemed unreasonable to be that nice. Now, the reason this is called Heads is because whenever we would play basketball, we would usually get some shots up before the games, just to warm up a little bit. And without fail, every single time, sometimes multiple times, Andrew would shoot a 3 and yell heads. This is because he probably knew he was either going to miss or airball so badly that it would ricochet off of someone's head standing underneath the hoop. We would often joke that Andrew's jump shot was so bad that he would yell heads even before the ball had released his hands. And I often wondered, why would he shoot so many 3s consistently if he was just going to yell heads while the ball was in the air? If he wasn't really making many, and he was missing so badly to the point where he was giving a verbal warning, why was he shooting so many 3s? Well, I think it's because if I truly tried to describe Andrew, I think I would say he's simple. He's simply wonderful. And I think that there's no point in trying to figure out why he does the things he does, because I don't even think he knows why. And I think that's something to take away from someone who seems to get caught up in the why. I think somewhere along the line, Andrew decided that he was just going to do him in the best way that he could. He was just going to try and not be so worried about the result. So when Andrew shot and was yelling heads, I don't think he was shooting to make. Rather, I think he was shooting just to shoot.
And then turn around.